For just a moment, I want us to talk about the difference between confidence and arrogance, right? Because a lot of times when I start talking to mental health professionals about the need for them to protect their confidence and really show up confidently in the work they're doing, I can feel this little bit of hesitation that lets me know that somehow they're confusing the two. This is especially true for women that are pursuing mental health entrepreneurship, right? If you have grown up in the same society that teaches women and girls to be nice, to be sweet, to be kind, it is difficult to show up as bold, opinionated, and powerful, right? And so I understand that historically we've been taught to show up small and to be humble, right? Because that's the nice thing to do. But I want to talk to you for a moment about what humility will do to your business. Being humble will have you not being willing to show up as the expert you are. And when you don't, I want you to think about all of the people who cannot benefit from your services, who will not even know what it is you offer because they never heard you use your voice to tell them about who you are and what you do. So your humility is not helping you, it's not helping your clients, and it is absolutely not helping your business. So for a moment, I want us to just separate out in our minds, what does it mean to be confident and what does it mean to be arrogant? I got a quick and dirty definition for you that I think is going to help you see which camp you fall in. Confidence, real confidence, is all about you. It says, I know who I am and I feel good about who I am. I have a healthy sense of self. It means you recognize that you may have some flaws, you make mistakes, there's areas where you do things less than perfect, but you at the end of the day have a healthy appreciation and respect for yourself. In the way you show up with other people, it also means because you appreciate yourself, you can appreciate the good in others, right? It means being respectful of differences and also being respectful of your own talents and your gifts, using them appropriately and not hiding them, right? Not allowing yourself to be made small in any area, right? Not taking down or playing the small game when really you should be playing a bigger game. So this is what confidence feels like. That's the energy that confidence brings to your business. Now, arrogance, on the other hand, and I know you have met some people that are arrogant. Arrogant instead looks like thinking more highly of yourself than you do of anybody else. People that are arrogant, they are not kind or respectful in the way they deal with other people. It's not just, I feel good about me. It's, I feel like me first in all circumstances, right? Arrogance is an energy that you put out there to people that has them feel less than in your presence because you feel genuinely like you are better than other people, right? Can't we see that confidence and arrogance, they're operating on completely different wavelengths? Now, let's talk about for a moment the behavior in business for people that are arrogant and confident. Okay. The confident business person is really clear about what they're good at, and they're able to speak up for themselves in their business with no hesitation, with no struggle, right? They really are able to talk about what they're able to do, to go for opportunities that are they're capable of making good on, and they're clear about there may be some things I'm not excellent at, and I find a way to delegate and operate in good leadership in those areas. The arrogant person in business will end up being sometimes offensive to the very customers they're trying to work with. They may be rude or, operate in a lack of integrity with the very people that they're trying to serve. See, the arrogant person really does feel like they're doing you a favor just by showing up. They may not take the time to create appropriate systems and follow through in the work that they're offering. And while they may be gifted and talented, we all are in a particular area. Their work does not leave people with a good taste in their mouth. It doesn't inspire. It doesn't motivate. Instead, it tends to have people feel small and less than. So, for a moment, I want you to think about some of the clients that you've worked with, people that you've served. Did you leave them better than you found them? Were they able to reflect back to you that what you told them you were going to do is absolutely what you were able to do? These are the kind of questions that you can let you know that you're operating in a healthy sense of confidence about the work that you're offering and not operating with the energy of arrogance. Listen, I don't even have anything against people that choose to operate from a space of arrogance. That's Humans come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and flavors. No problem. But just know that the arrogance that you bring to your business is the very thing that will stop people from wanting to big up your services, right? You want to let other people say what a wonderful job you've done. The minute you start saying that you do better than somebody else or putting other people down, you're operating in an energy that cuts people off instead of welcomes them in. So, in your mind, I want you to imagine that you are walking into a room with your ideal clients in there. And when you're walking in your mind, I want you to be saying, oh, there you are. Having the ability to see people instead of walking in and saying, here I am, and only focusing on people seeing you. That's the difference between confidence and arrogance. And I really want you to protect your confidence because you need it in your business. And I want you to be mindful of the spaces where arrogance crops up, right? So if you're listening to this, more than likely, you're somebody who understands already that you're not arrogant. If anything, we're just working to build your confidence up enough so that you can show up as an expert. Right? Most of the time, the people that are worrying about coming off as arrogant or boastful or prideful, these are not the people that are struggling with those issues. These are the people who have let humility put them in a very small box where it's difficult for them to just be seen and show up, right? So I want you to just practice saying to yourself in your mind, those things that you know you do excellent in your business. And then when opportunities come up that you know are a good fit, don't be shy. Raise your hand, right? Instead of allowing your gifts to wither, your talents to be untapped, I want to see you really put yourself out there so other people can benefit from what it is you have to offer. The truth is you are doing people a favor when you show up in your full, capacity because you're offering to them something that they would not otherwise have if you weren't brave enough to do what you need to. Now, I'll tell you, when it comes to the early messages that you're going to hear about business building, especially if you're in the mental health field and people are talking to you about money mindset, I could talk for hours about how to navigate some of that. But if you're hearing some of those messages, I want you to know that you are absolutely deserving of all of the success that you're going to create in your business. You're deserving of the resources that you're going to be able to use as a result of your efforts. Okay. And so if there's a part of you that feels like I shouldn't show up more, I don't need to go for every opportunity that you see, please short circuit those thoughts. What you have to offer is important. What you have to say is essential. And there are people waiting for you to show up with confidence in your business. I sure hope this is helpful. I've been trying to talk to folks these last couple of weeks about confidence because every time I see a therapist who I know has the goods, I know has excellent things to offer, shrink themselves and become smaller, I want to make sure that every therapist I have access to knows that's not what you need to do to be humble, to be good, a good person, or to succeed in business. It's actually the opposite. If this was useful, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to see in the comments what things you do to help yourself stay confident, even when you're feeling challenged by things that are happening in your business. Share this with a mental health professional who you know also could benefit from growing their confidence. Because we are all about making sure you take good care of yourself, good care of your clients, and absolutely take good care of your business.